hard hit. And I'm not sure what they were looking at. Outlet pass grabbed by Smart. Oh, Shaedon Sharpe.
Coming in at number 5 on our list of the top dunkers in the NBA is none other than Shaedon Sharpe of the Portland Trail Blazers. This young phenom is an absolute freak athlete who's been turning heads with his explosive vertical leap and fearless drives to the rim. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches with a ridiculous wingspan and a reported 49-inch vertical that's among the highest ever recorded in NBA testing, Sharpe has the kind of bounce that makes defenders look like they're stuck in quicksand. Born in London, Ontario in 2003, Sharpe was a high school star who committed to Kentucky but skipped college ball entirely, getting drafted 7th overall by Portland in 2022. He didn't play his freshman year at UK, making him a true mystery box prospect, but his raw athleticism screamed superstar potential from day one. Fast forward to his breakout 2024-25 season, where Sharpe averaged 18.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game on 45.2% shooting, numbers that don't even begin to capture his highlight reel dominance. We're talking about a guy who turned the NBA into his personal dunk contest night after night. His dunk reel is straight fire, packed with 360s, reverse jams, alley-oops, and posters that have gone viral across the league. Take, for instance, that insane Dunk of the Year slam where he soared over multiple Wizards defenders for a windmill that had the entire arena and the internet losing their minds. Sharpe himself called it his best ever, saying he thought he was too far out but decided to go for it anyway, resulting in a jaw-dropping hammer that topped the NBA's official list. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Remember the putback dunk against the Clippers where he elevated so high he hit his head on the backboard? Pure insanity. Or the poster on Andre Drummond that left the big man stunned and fans chanting his name. Sharpe's got that rare combo of power, creativity, and timing that turns routine plays into must-see TV. In one game alone against the Jazz, he dropped a career-high 37 points with multiple highlight dunks, including a vicious one-handed slam in traffic, and let's not forget his 36-point explosion against the Wizards, complete with that Dunk of the Year candidate, plus 8 boards and 5 assists for good measure. What sets Sharpe apart from other high flyers? It's not just the height he gets, it's the ferocity and flair he brings to every poster. Whether he's catching lobs in transition, punishing big men in the paint, or throwing down putbacks that defy gravity, Sharpe is redefining what it means to be a dunk artist in today's NBA. His athleticism draws comparisons to prime Vince Carter or a young Zach LaVine, but with even more raw explosiveness. Over his last 4 games of the season, he averaged monster lines like 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists while posterizing everyone in sight. And with the Blazers building around him, expect even more gravity-defying moments in 2025-26. If you haven't seen his full top 10 dunks compilation from last season yet, pause this video and go check it out. Trust me, it's worth it. Sharpe's only 22, folks, and he's already got a career dunk reel that could make the Hall of Fame. He's proof that the future of NBA athleticism is brighter than ever. Stay tuned as we climb the ranks to even more epic dunkers. Who's next might just blow your mind.
On social media.
Coming in at number 4 on our list of the top dunkers in the NBA is the extraterrestrial talent himself, Victor Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs. This French phenom, often called Wemby or the Alien, is redefining what's possible on a basketball court with his otherworldly combination of size, skill, and athleticism. Standing at a towering 7 feet 4 inches barefoot with an insane 8-foot wingspan that lets him touch the rim without even jumping, Wembanyama makes dunking look like child's play, literally blocking shots one possession and then soaring for slams the next. Born on January 4, 2004 in Le Chesnay, France, Wembanyama grew up in a basketball family. His dad is 6 feet 6 inches and his mom 6 feet 3 inches, and honed his skills in the French leagues before becoming the most hyped prospect in years. He was selected first overall by the Spurs in the 2023 NBA draft, skipping college entirely after dominating in Europe. His rookie year was historic, leading the league in blocks and earning Rookie of the Year unanimously, but it was in the 2024-25 season where he truly elevated his game, averaging 24.3 points, 11.0 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and a league high in blocks on 47.6%, shooting over 46 games. Those numbers are impressive, but they don't capture the sheer spectacle of his dunks that left fans and opponents in awe night after night. We're talking about a dunk reel that's straight out of a sci-fi movie. Take that monster slam against the Clippers where he caught a lob in traffic, elevated over two defenders, and hammered it home with authority, sending the crowd into frenzy and earning viral status overnight. Or the poster on Rudy Gobert, his fellow Frenchman and Defensive Player of the Year contender, where Wemby drove baseline, switched hands mid-air, and threw down a reverse that had the entire bench losing it. And don't forget the sequence against the Lakers. He blocked LeBron at one end, sprinted the floor, and finished with a self-alley-oop windmill that looked effortless despite his massive frame. In one standout game versus the Warriors, he dropped 32 points with multiple highlight reel jams, including a putback over Draymond Green that hit the top of the backboard before rattling in. His Olympics performance carried over too, with that posterizing dunk in the semifinals that echoed into the NBA season. What sets Wembanyama apart? It's not just his height, it's how he combines it with guard-like agility, a smooth handle, and a vertical leap that defies physics for someone his size. He can Euro step through the lane, pull up from three, or just rise up and dunk over anyone without needing a running start. Comparisons to a blend of Kevin Durant and Rudy Gobert make sense, but Wemby is in a league of his own, turning potential mismatches into personal highlight factories. Wembanyama is proof that the NBA's future is taller, longer, and more exciting than ever. Stay tuned as we head to number 3. Who could possibly top this level of aerial artistry?
It's stolen. Here's Middleton. Giannis trailing the lob. Giannis Antetokounmpo for Chris Middleton.
Coming in at number 3 on our list of the top dunkers in the NBA is the unstoppable force known as the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. This powerhouse athlete combines freakish size, speed, and strength in a way that's redefined the forward position, earning him MVP honors, a championship, and a spot among the all-time greats. Standing at 6 feet 11 inches with a massive 7 feet 3 inches wingspan and a 40-inch vertical leap that lets him soar like few others, Giannis turns the court into his personal runway for destruction. Born on December 6, 1994, in Athens, Greece to Nigerian parents, Giannis grew up selling goods on the streets before discovering basketball. He was drafted 15th overall by the Bucks in 2013, skipping college after playing in the Greek leagues, and quickly evolved from a raw prospect into a dominant superstar. His 2024-25 season was another masterclass, averaging 30.4 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game on an efficient 60.1% shooting across 67 games, stats that underscore his all-around brilliance, but it's his NBA-leading 243 dunks that truly highlight his rim-attacking prowess. We're talking a dunk reel that's pure dominance filled with Eurostep posters, transition hammers, and putbacks that shake the arena. Remember that monster slam against the Bulls where he took off from half court, soared over Nikola Vucevic, and threw it down with authority, leaving the crowd in awe and the clip going viral? Or the jaw-dropping dunk from outside the dotted line in a high-stakes game where he elevated mid-stride and punished the rim like it owed him money? And let's not overlook his soaring poster at Madison Square Garden, ranked among the top dunks of the last 25 years, where he flew through traffic for a one-handed jam that had Knicks fans stunned. In one explosive outing against the Pacers, he dropped 28 points with multiple highlight reel slams, including a vicious putback that rattled the backboard. His spin moves leading to dunks, like the one waved off but still insane against tough defense, show his creativity in traffic. What sets Giannis apart? It's his relentless motor and ability to cover the court in 3 strides, blending power forward size with guard speed, drawing comparisons to a prime LeBron but with even more ferocious dunking volume. At 30 years old, entering 2025-26, he's still peaking, leading the league in dunks while anchoring a contending Bucks squad. Giannis is proof that heart, hustle, and highlight reel athleticism can conquer the NBA. Stay tuned as we head to number 2.
Morant against McConnell. Pick and roll. Morant. Holy cow!
Coming in at number 2 on our list of the top dunkers in the NBA is the electrifying point guard Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies. Known as Ja, or simply one of the most explosive athletes in the league, this guy turns every drive into a potential highlight with his lightning-quick first step and gravity-defying hops. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches with a 6 feet 7 inches wingspan and a ridiculous 44-inch vertical leap that lets him soar over much taller defenders. Morant makes dunking look like an art form, blending speed, power, and mid-air creativity that leaves crowds buzzing. Born on August 10, 1999 in Dalzell, South Carolina, Morant honed his skills at Murray State before being drafted second overall by the Grizzlies in 2019, skipping the typical one-and-done path after a standout sophomore year. His 2024-25 season was a return to form after some off-court challenges, averaging 23.2 points, 7.3 assists, and 4.1 rebounds per game on 45.4% shooting across 50 games. Numbers that highlight his playmaking, but it's his dunking volume and flair that stole the show, with countless posters and alley-oops fueling Grizzlies runs. We're talking a dunk reel that's packed with jaw-droppers, from self-alley-oops to vicious posters that went viral. Take his AT&T Dunk of the Year winner, a show-stopping reverse jam that had fans voting it the best of the season, soaring through traffic and finishing with style that left the arena in frenzy, or that insane 360 fake dunk with a hand switch against tough defense, pulling it off twice in one game and turning it into pure theater that had commentators losing their minds. And don't forget the crazy dunk after the whistle, where he threw down a wild slam just for fun, showcasing his effortless bounce even in dead ball situations. In a standout performance, he posterized a defender with a nasty one-hander that had everyone reacting with shock emojis online, proving he's back to his high-flying best. His put-back slams, like the ones in his top 10 compilation, often came in clutch moments, such as a game where he dropped 30-plus with multiple rim rattlers to seal a win. What sets Morant apart? As a guard, he combines guard handles with forward-like power, drawing comparisons to a prime Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook, but with even more flair in the air. Euro stepping through lanes, switching hands mid-flight, or just exploding for posters on bigs twice his size. At 26 years old, heading into 2025-26, he's the heart of the Grizzlies' contender push, and his athleticism shows no signs of slowing, even after a scary fall that thankfully left him okay. If he ever enters the slam dunk contest, watch out. The league might need new rims. If you haven't seen his top 10 dunks from the 2024-25 season yet, pause this video and go check it out. Trust me, it's worth it. Morant is proof that size isn't everything when you've got that kind of bounce and fearlessness. Stay tuned as we reveal number 1, who could possibly claim the top spot in dunk royalty.
In that first half, another turnover for Utah. Edwards gets it back and threw it down and one from the...
Coming in at number 1 on our list of the top dunkers in the NBA is the explosive superstar Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Known as Ant-Man, this dynamic guard combines elite scoring with ridiculous athleticism, turning every fast break into a potential poster. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches with a 6 feet 9 inches wingspan and a 41-inch vertical leap that lets him soar over rim protectors, Edwards has the bounce and power to humiliate defenders night after night. Born on August 5, 2001, in Atlanta, Georgia, Edwards honed his skills at the University of Georgia before being drafted first overall by the Timberwolves in 2020, skipping further college after a standout freshman year. His 2024-25 season was a career best, averaging 27.6 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game on 44.7% shooting across 79 games, earning his third All-Star selection and leading the league in three-pointers made. But it's his 54 dunks that truly highlight his rim attacking dominance. We're talking a dunk reel that's straight fire, packed with posters, windmills, and putbacks that dominated highlight shows. Take that insane poster dunk where he elevated over a contesting big man for a one-handed hammer that went viral and topped fan votes for dunk of the year, or the windmill in transition against tough defense where he switched hands mid-air and finished with flair, leaving the bench in awe, and the clip racking up millions of views. And don't forget the putback slam in a high-scoring game, where he soared above the crowd to grab the rebound and throw it down with authority, sparking a comeback run. In one monster outing against the Pacers, he dropped 35 points with multiple highlight reel jams, including a reverse that had commentators calling it one of the season's best. His drives inside often ended in ferocious dunks, like the one where he Euro-stepped through traffic for a poster that had the arena chanting his name. What sets Edwards apart? It's his blend of guard skills with forward-like power and hang time, drawing comparisons to a young Michael Jordan but with modern range, posterizing centers, adjusting in mid-air, and doing it all with swagger. At just 24 years old, heading into 2025 to 26, he's the cornerstone of a contending Timberwolves team and a lock for future MVP talks. With half of the league's top posters belonging to him, Edwards is redefining guard athleticism. If you haven't seen his top 10 dunks compilation from the 2024 to 25 season yet, pause this video and go check it out. Trust me, it's worth it. Edwards is proof that the NBA's next era belongs to versatile high flyers who can score from anywhere and destroy rims. And there you have it. Our top 5 dunkers in the NBA. Thanks for watching.